getting warmer on Friday with highs in the lower 90s around Denver tomorrow.
Good morning. I'm Steve Inskeep with the downside of being the city of love. Paris is trying to solve a problem. People have been locking padlocks on a bridge over the River Seine as a symbol of their love. So many attached lovers' locks, the weight is damaging bridge railings. Authorities are urging people instead to take a selfie as a symbol of their love. Tourists interviewed by the Associated Press have had a consistent reaction to this proposed alternative. No, no, no. It's Morning Edition.
From NPR News in Washington, I'm Dave Mattingly. More people in the U.S. are filing first-time claims for unemployment benefits. They went up by 21,000 last week. The Labor Department says the level rose to 311,000. That's a number still close to pre-recession levels. Walmart is reporting an increase in its latest quarterly earnings, but the world's largest retailer is cutting its annual profit outlook. It cites sluggish sales and fewer customers. Like other retailers, analysts say Walmart is still recovering from the economic recession and stiffer competition. In Europe, NPR's Ari Shapiro reports 18 countries using the euro reported no economic growth in the second quarter.
Germany is Europe's economic heavyweight, and its economy shrank last quarter for the first time in more than a year. France cut its growth forecast in half. Italy's economy has shrunk for 2 consecutive quarters. That's how many people define a recession. It's all bad news for a continent that just seemed to be recovering from the global financial crisis. Analysts say the economic dip reflects tensions with Russia and violence in the Mideast. And economists warn that things will likely get worse before they get better. Because Russia recently reacted to sanctions from Europe by putting new restrictions on European imports. And some of this bad economic news is based on data from before a Malaysian Airlines flight was shot down over eastern Ukraine. So there's no sign that things will improve soon. Ari Shapiro, NPR News, London.
The latest ceasefire in Gaza between Israel and Hamas has been extended for another 5 days. That's prompting cautious optimism that indirect peace talks in Cairo, led by Egypt, may produce a long-term solution to the fighting. It's left more than 1,900 Palestinians dead and nearly 70 Israelis, mostly soldiers. A U.S.-led rescue mission of Iraqi refugees trapped by Islamist insurgents on Sinjar Mountain in the country's north may not happen after all. That's according to Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel.
It's most likely far less likely now that we would undertake any kind of specific humanitarian rescue missions that we have been planning.
The reason, U.S. officials say there are far fewer refugees than first believed still on that mountain. They say several thousand remain.